Hey there, Andrew, C1D Paintball. Welcome to this little video. And this dispatch, we're going to be talking about a new field / map coming to Warzone Paintball and Rego. It is Terminal. Terminal as in airport terminal. Not as big as an airport terminal. You think about it, you know, with all the snack bars and the duty-free and stuff, but it is more like an aerodrome type of thing. But it is to do with planes. Now, here's the thing. Now, for those of you who play video games or maybe like movies that are series and a new one comes out and they have like a teaser and a trailer, there are things you can look that are fact. You see, so it's going to have this, that, and the other thing. And then there's speculation. I will be speculating on this one because I did a little walkthrough of the area where this new field is, and it's not done yet. And there's some things that are clear that they are there and that's what they're going to be and that's where they're going to go. And there's other things not as much. So we're going to have a good speculative time here on the terminal map. Now I'll be talking field map. I just say those things. Now here's the thing. There has been new fields and upgrades in the field in 2022, 2023. And this one will be opening in 2024, and there'll be other ones as well. I'll go into another video I'm going to make about all those changes and stuff, and even how they actually link up together. But this one's about you know, what I saw when I went and recorded some footage there, and you know, what it could mean as far as a finished product, speculation and fact. I'm just going to run some video for now. I'm going to let it run out just across, and then I'm going to make some comments on it. I got my glasses so I can actually see what I'm looking at here. We're approaching it. You see that safe zone? It's the biggest one at the field. It's which is great, by the way. Every field has its own safe zone with air and everything. Metal structure there on the left, ramp going up. Big container in the middle. Here's another view. There's that structure there. Looks like when you board an aircraft. Big rock containers everywhere. Interesting containers there. Wooden structures, trees, roads. A lot of stuff going on here. Kind of this little corner here, main part of the field, I would call it. And again, a forest across from there. Some of the boys that joined me from that day got to the background there. Okay, so let's break down a bit of what we saw here. Now, I mentioned the safe zone, and I mentioned every field at Warzone Paintball has its own safe zone. It's covered in case it's a little rainy or whatever. By the way, there's lights inside of them, and they're solar powered, so that's nice. It's green. Paintball is biodegradable, solar power for the lighting. It's very hip, very good. This terminal will be the biggest safe zone. There's a container even hooked onto it so they keep supplies. If you want to know what else in the safe zone besides shelter and seats to sit in, they usually have water there, and they have air tanks so you can air up there. You don't have to walk like a mile for it. And supplies, extra paintballs, etc. Medical kits. Always medical kits. Why am I saying that? Because safety comes first, not because people are like dropping like flies getting hurt there. So I just had to make sure the camera's on. That's a little trick when you're recording these things. So let's look at some features that are absolutely there right now. So we saw this metal structure here. It looks just like looks like something you'd see on an airfield, and that you need elevation on it. The plane could go beside it if it's a big plane in that. But yeah, nice vantage point for the paintball. Paintball angle. Big rock beside it, by the way, so a little bit of cover there. The other big, now that's not moving, that is where it is, it's going to stay there. The other big feature we saw is two containers. We saw one lying down and one on its side beside it, kind of like a control tower, and that's located at the field here. Now, while that first feature has stairs so you can go up it, speculation here is maybe they'll put stairs inside that container you can go up. I think that's quite of feet of production to do that. You'd have to be spiral staircase because these containers are 40 feet long. So when it's on its side, 40 feet high. I don't think that's going to happen, but maybe you put some on the outside so you can get on the lower part. This feature is absolutely there to stay. And it's kind of sunken, that lower container is kind of sunken in the ground a bit, so there is a slight elevation. The other features which are probably guaranteed to be locked here are the containers. There's an actual truck container, a truck here, chassis here, so a 53-foot truck that could be moved. Right now where it is, it's a good barrier. But you have 5, I'm looking at the screen here, 5 ocean containers that are in these spots. I think you can almost guarantee yourself that those will stay there. They had good cover and everything. Here's the speculation part. Just like they added recently to the base map, a ladder and the ability and a second floor with railing and all that. By adding a second floor to some of these or all of these, really steps up the field. Really takes it to a different angle. Maybe when it opens, it's only 1 floor. Maybe they expand it to a second. Maybe they'll work that in. But safe to say these containers are here to stay. Now, it is terminal, airplane based. They have a couple of aircrafts, real ones too, that they're going to put on the field. Not big airplanes because that would be ridiculous. Cost a lot too. A couple of Cessnas. We're going to put them in this area. It makes the most sense. So we're getting a field here. Now, there are these big crates that are in a few locations of the field right now. I don't think these are necessarily final, but I'm going to put them on the field where they are right now, and it's going to look like this. I think these are, look, those are open spaces. It's a good spot to put them. Or are they going to be tweaked and moved in that? Maybe, but let's just go like this is the location they're going to go. Now, I'm going to throw in some stuff that, you may be thinking, well, they're going to do little tweaks in this, little objects, barrels, and concrete barriers. We're going to throw some in some fairly logical points. We have this potential look to terminal. We know things that are there right now. We know that where like the containers should probably stay there. It makes sense. The crates are going to be there. If they're going to stay in here is a different story, but you get the layout of what this is going to be like. And by the way, you have this little corner here of forest. Also big. You can have, I've got some barrels there. You can put like concrete stacks there, like barriers to make it a real stronghold, but you've got options there. Now the other feature of this field is the road. So this road here leads up from, it's the main road from the bottom of the field. And if you went straight down here, you would actually go to the west of the market map. Now this road up here, that goes to the village map. And this road in the middle of it, you guessed it, if you go down there, to the south of it is market, to the north of it is the village. So that's good for other reasons that I'll present in other videos, but you do have these crossroads in it, and there's a road that slightly goes here to the left, the main part of the field there. So there's going to be open area in these roads because the truck and the wagon that takes players up around the field will have to traverse here. But you can put some barriers alongside it in locations. But you have a crossroad feature on this map. So open area, the area where the airplanes are, it's not necessarily an open area. The planes aren't huge. So they look kind of dominating on this, but they're not that high. So you gotta have an open area here. You can have sandbags and everything around here. You can really do a lot. Now, that speculative a crate area where I put them, in particular this area here, I think you got to put something there, because if you're talking about what spawn points you're going to have on the field, you obviously have 4 corners you can start at. You can start here, the bottom one here, that looks like a really good one. I like the idea of starting in that trees in the southeast area. You have this area here as well, but this little area in the middle with the 4 crates, that could be very viable. And how you move them is up to you, how they get finally placed. But I like this little area. We're going to go to this area with the other 2 crates, the 2 containers. There's lots that can be done here. You could line up drums and concrete barriers and those crates along the edge of the road and make almost like a bunkered area. So lots that can happen here, lots that can be tweaked. Maybe the containers don't have a second floor. Maybe they start without a second floor and they add then they add it later. Maybe it'll start and there will be 2 floors. Look, I've speculated enough here. I've given you some visuals and that. This is going to be a good one. It's going to add to a much bigger project on the whole area, this upper level of the facility itself. But that's another video. Wanted to give you a sneak peek and your thoughts on what you think it's going to be like. And as sure as this opens up, you know, the first day it opens up and they let people play, I'm going to be there and take a video and show you what actually is the final product. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Remember, at the end of the day, just a game.